Hey guys, my name is, well, in social media world, it is Charlie Rose. I'm making this video because I have seen frequently, and like last night, like I saw some people asking for some tips on how to get started in their massage business, how to build clientele and things like that. And although I'm not I'm not like a millionaire. I haven't made $1 million. I'm definitely not, I don't own a franchise or anything like that in the massage world. I did start out as a massage therapist, and then decided to go into business for myself. And I do actually own a storefront where other people work for me now. So I have came a long way. And so I just feel like I do have something to offer and wanted to go over some of those things. I'm very transparent about things. I am not a business coach. I do have coaching abilities, but they're not in the business realm. So the things that I'm going to say are things that I did that worked for me and things that I've learned along the way. And, you can learn from my experience, right? So one of the things that you want to ask yourself is, why did you decide to go into business for yourself? Is it because you love massage? Because if it's because you love massage, then you might want to rethink things. Because when you work for yourself, you are no longer a massage therapist. You're still a massage therapist. You are not just a massage therapist. You are now a small business owner. You are now a entrepreneur, and you have to think differently about everything. So I'm going to be a little squirrel about some things, but everything has relevance, I promise. So one of the things that you're going to need is a website. It is a decent website. You do not have to pay a company to build a website for you. You can do it yourself on Wix, or I don't know, I've never tried Squarespace or something like that, but I did mine on Wix. And there's other platforms that you can do for do-it-yourself, as long as you're going to stay small. If you're not going to stay small, then just know that Wix is not going to work out for you in the long run. If you have large dreams, it's just not. There's nothing wrong with Wix. I worked with Wix for years. And here's why I say this, because when I first started, I didn't know, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. I didn't know that I was going to own the businesses that I own now. And by the way, it's only been 3 years, coming up on 4 years, that I went into business as a massage therapist for myself. I've been a massage therapist since 2015, and it's 2022, so you do the math. And I actually left for a while and went into nursing, so I do have my RN degree. So anyways, I didn't know. So knowing what I know now, I might have done things a little bit differently. But honestly, I did what worked for me at the time. So you have to have a website. You have to have a website that people can see, that it looks good, it's clean, and people can book directly with you. One of the biggest mistakes that I see is when you Google, people cannot book. I'll Google businesses and I'll go to book and I can't. I have to call somebody. I don't want to call somebody. What if it's 10 o'clock at night and I want to book? I don't want to call anyone. No one wants to call someone. They want to book. People that get massages regularly and are serious about it, they will book online and they will put their credit card information in. And people that don't want to do that, you don't want them as your customer anyways, to be honest. And another thing is, answer your phone. Answer your phone, which is impossible to do if you're in a session. So if you're in a session, so this is what I did. I would always answer my phone. This is Charlie. How can I help you? I don't care if it was my aunt calling, my sister calling, my brother calling. I don't care who it was. This is Charlie. How can I help you? You get used to that. You put yourself in that business mindset, and that's how you answer it. So it does a couple of things. First off, it programs you. You are a business owner. You are in business mode all the time. And that's one of the things that you're going to have to learn is personal is business is personal all the time. When you are a small business owner, they run together. They just do. There's no way you're going to keep them separate. Not in the beginning. So this is Charlie. How can I help you? If you cannot answer the phone, have a voicemail that says, hey, this is Charlie. Yes, I have availability for you. We do massages, or we do whatever your services are, right? Feel free to leave me a message, but better yet, please text me and leave me a message on my text message so that I can get back to you quicker. They love that. People love that. It's instantaneous. Text, you're a real person, sounds, you're a real business. They know you're going to get back with them. People don't like sending emails. I still get emails about things, but people really don't like sending me emails. And then another thing is, when you get your clients to come in, talk to these people, right? You are not a massage chain. You are not a massage factory. They are coming to you because you are not that. So don't make them feel that way. You're gonna have to offer little things that other places don't have, to just give them that one up, You're gonna have to be their therapist, their friend, and it's okay to blur those lines because they're there to relax. They're there to chill, relax, let go. Some people talk, some people cry. As massage therapists, you should already know this, right? So just listen to them, listen to what their problems are, work on those problems, offer solutions. And then when you get done with that session, do not ask them if they want to rebook. Say, let's get you back in. When can I get you back in? Do you want to come next week? Is next week too soon for you? How about 2 weeks? Do you want to do once a month? The time that you picked is really good. If I were you, it's a popular time. Let's book this in now so that you don't lose your space, because somebody will get it, and I don't want you to do that. I don't care if they're your only client. You don't ever tell them that. They could be your only client. They don't need to know that. You tell them, this is a very popular time. Let's get you in so no one takes this spot. This needs to be a priority for us both, right? When it comes to advertising, right? I advertised a few different ways. And one of the things, and again, I'm going to be very, very squirrel, because it's just how my brain works. But one of the things that I decided to do was really look into Facebook ads, because I didn't have the money for Google ads. Google ads cost a lot of money. Do I do them now? I do. Absolutely. I do Google ads. But Google ads are not going to work for you if you don't have a website set up appropriately and properly, if you don't have the correct number of website pages set up, if you don't have it set up correctly, if you don't have the SEO done on your website, and yes, I'm going to talk about that. If you don't have this stuff done, you're going to waste your money on Google. And here's the difference between Google ads and Facebook ads. Google ads, people find you on purpose. Facebook ads, people find you accidentally. So you have to target them completely differently. So I suggest, when you are a business owner, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you have to get a mentor. You need a mentor. You need a business mentor. And you make sure that you find the level of mentor that you need for that moment. I do have a business mentor. The business mentor that I have now is not the same person that I started with. And did I actually set out and go, oh, I need a business mentor? No, I didn't. What I did was I did the math on how many massages I needed, how many services I needed for this, for that. Like, I did it backwards, right? I ran all my numbers backwards, and it's like, this is how many people that I have to get. This is how many massages I have to do, to make rent, to make bills, blah, 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 right? Like, I did it backwards. I knew what I needed, and I was like, how am I going to get that? And that's when I had my first huge reality check, and I was like, how am I going to get that? Because people don't find your website when you're new. First off, if your website sucks, they're not going to find your website. Secondly, if they find your website and your website sucks, they're not going to book with you. And they're not going to book with you if they can't book with you, right? So you have to have all that stuff covered. So one of the things that I found on Facebook, I started searching. I started Googling, searching, and I found Kurt Simpson. And he's the Massage Therapy Success Group, something like that. And I'm still a part of that. I'm not as active in that as I was in the beginning, but I will tell you, and I'm not saying you should do his program. I'm just saying you need to find something. You need to find somebody smarter than you that can mentor you and has a program and has something that isn't going to take all of your money, but it is going to teach you how to do things, because you are not just a massage therapist anymore. You are an entrepreneur and a business owner, which means until you have the money to pay for your own marketing team, to pay for your own website team, people to do your email, your MailChimp, your all that, you got to do it. You got to do it, right? So in the beginning, you have time for this because you're not stacked with clients, right? So put the time and effort into learning how to do it. Learn how to run your Facebook ads. Learn how to do your social media posting. Learn how to boost your posts, right? And there are ways to do it. Do not do a social media post for all of, we're in Jacksonville, right? Do not do a social media post for all of Jacksonville, for the love of God. Don't do that. You want to do things in your area. You're going to have to pick areas that are either exact, you can drop a pin from your massage location, your business location, or you can pick high profile neighborhoods that are in this certain range of, these people got money. Pick that neighborhood, pick an address, pick an address, and you're going to drop that and you're going to spread that 2 to 3 miles. That's it. You're going to keep your Facebook ads small in location, because you don't want it to, nobody's going to travel 10 miles to do a massage. They're not. So don't waste your ad money on it. And there's ways to do ads, to do calls of attention. So that's why I'm saying find a mentor, find someone that can show you how to do those ads, and do Facebook ads at first, because you get a higher return, and you can be personal with those people, and people love to be personal with people. They want to come into a person and not a massage factory, right? They do. So another thing is, after you get your clients in, you got to check up on them, right? I had somebody recently say, yeah, I sent him an automated email for a review. Don't do that. I mean, great if you do. I'm not saying don't do that. So what I found worked for me between those was I literally had a copy and paste. Even when I did the Facebook ads and I was replying to Facebook ad people, I had a copy and paste for everything. So when they got done and they left my place, I give it a day, give them 24 hours. Grab my copy and paste, text that person personally, put their first name in front of it this time. Lori, hey, this is Charlie. I'm just checking up on you. I just wanted some feedback and see how you're feeling, what worked for you, what didn't work for you. And I'm really excited to see you on your next visit at blah, blah, blah. Or I would love some feedback from you. Here's a Google link. All you have to do is click the link and leave me a review. And let's talk about getting you back in. Either way, I would love a review from you. It really helps small businesses like me. Something like that. You send it right to their phone. They see it. They know they're talking to a real person, not a bot. And all they gotta do is click on it. The more reviews you get on your website, that puts you up in ranking. I have over 135 star reviews on my massage business. And I got a lot of those in the very beginning. And so I was by myself. It was just me for quite some time. Like, I didn't hire another therapist until almost 2 years ago. And it was just me and one other therapist. And that's because I bought a yoga studio. Moved my massage business under that. Got busy and hired another therapist. And then I realized I was turning money away. And I was like, I can do this. And I ended up renting this space out next door to my yoga studio. And so now I have multiple massage therapists that work for me. Like I'm a whole business. So, and I don't work in the business anymore. So the things that I'm telling you are going to get you there. Now, that being said, I do have a business coach. I have a different level business coach now because my business has changed directions. And yours will too. Because where you're starting now is where you're starting now. And there will be evolution. So you're just going to have to decide, like, why are you doing this? Is it because you want all the money? Is it because you don't want to share the money anymore with whoever employs you? Is it because you want freedom? Because I left massage and went into nursing, and then I left nursing and then came back and did my own business because I don't like being owned. I don't like somebody telling me what to do. There's not you don't get paid enough as a nurse. And I was living out of suitcases. I was traveling a lot. Like it just wasn't a healthy work-life balance for me anymore. And I just needed to be able to take control of things and live my life, and somebody not fire me if I had to take a day off work for my kid. So I was just like, I got skills, I can do this. So that's why I did. So you have to figure out why you did. But then it quickly turned into, hey, I can't just do massage and think that this is gonna fix everything. It's not. Because when you're successful, this is the good and bad of it. When you're successful, you create a hamster wheel. In tarot, we call this the devil card, because you create something that you can't get out of, right? It's not always a bad thing. You create success, but now you're part of a wheel of success that you've created and you can't get out of it because you're the main spoke. You're the reason it's running. So you're just gonna have to figure that out. You're just gonna have to find that flow and what you want out of your business and when it needs to evolve. And by the way, don't just offer massage. You're gonna have to figure out what else that you can offer, because one, you're going to get burnout mentally, physically, you're going to be exhausted. And what happens if nobody wants massage all of a sudden, right? Then so you have to think of your business as a table, okay? And the table cannot stay up with one leg. It can stay up with 3 legs, it can stay up with 4 legs, it can possibly stay up with 2 legs if it's leaning against a wall. But the point is, you need multiple streams of income for your business, period. You need to figure out what that is. What else goes with massage? So for me, I knew I had multiple skill sets. So I was just like, I'm just going to do this. Like, I can do readings. I am a gifted psychic medium. I can read tarot. I can do mediumship. I'm going to teach tarot. And I ended up having a nice little, I had a nice business. I was fully booked with massage. I ended up teaching tarot classes. My tarot classes were fun. I didn't have a problem booking them. And I did psychic readings, and I had a nice little mind, body, spirit package, which I still have today. I have other therapists that do them for me now. But a mind, body, spirit package is a 1-hour a 1-hour reading and a 90-minute Reiki massage. Oh yeah, Reiki. I do Reiki too, and I teach Reiki. So you have to think about all these different things that you can do in your business to bring in multiple streams of income. Don't just rely on one thing. And again, get a mentor. Get a business mentor. Somebody that's in your price point don't get a mentor that's so far, like if you don't have the foundation as a business yet for mentor C, you don't get mentor C because you're not there yet. You're going to waste your money. Get mentor A because that's where you're at. So you hire the mentor that you ready for the next step. We'll let them get you to the next step. And then when you outgrow them, you get another mentor. I'm just going to tell you, most business owners that are doing very well and are successful have business mentors. You have to, because there's always got to be somebody smarter than you. You don't know everything. You don't know everything. And you don't know what you don't know. And you're going to waste valuable time and money figuring out the hard way, the painful way, financially, emotionally, physically, what you don't know, when you could spend less money, hire someone, and get into a program or a group or something and work together without ego and with transparency and get there that way. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to post this video. Another one of the things that I did that's helped me considerably is I got into Facebook groups. And I'm not talking about these small ones like 904 LMT, the Florida massage therapist groups. Those aren't the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that are specifically for business owners. So like there's spa business owners, there's franchise business owners. Like if you start looking at those, that they won't let you in unless you have a business. If you have to prove you have a business, and there's rules in there that you have to be nice. You have to be nice to each other. You have to uplift each other, and people get in there and they ask questions and they share lots of valuable information, things about CPAs, attorneys, laws, how to get the most out of time management, payroll, whatever. Like, it's in there. Like, marketing, how to find somebody to do marketing for you, how to do marketing, like all that stuff is in these more elite Facebook groups, because they're for businesses, and these people, they don't play around, because they're not they're not newbies anymore. They're not green. Some of them are, but they're serious. And you can, and it separates the sheep from the Indians, right? Because you have two types of massage therapists. You have the massage therapists that work for people, that work for a business, and they whine and complain that the business takes all of their money. Why am I busting my butt when we charge $80 an hour? Why am I giving you all the money that I just made for you? Well, because you wouldn't have got that client if it weren't for me. Because I pay the rent. This costs money to pay the rent up here. Costs money for sheets. I'm providing your oil. I might even help you out with your CEUs. So, and it costs money for you to get your tips. It costs me money, unless I use Tippy now, so that doesn't happen. But anyways, there's a reason that you only make about 30% of what that service is. Let me tell you, your boss, the business owner, is not going home with the rest of that money. They're not. They're paying overhead. They have insurance. They have marketing. They have Google My Business ads. Google business ads. They cost anywhere between $500 to $2,000 a month. For real. So that's why I'm saying start with Facebook ads. So I'm just offering you guys things that it might be a reality check. I'm hoping it's helpful, because yay for you if you're like, I want to do this by myself. I want the freedom. I want to call the shots. I feel like I can do this, and I don't want to give my money away. Great. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Because that's why I'm here. But just know that you're gonna move and transition and be ready to do that. Back to the website. So SEO. So SEO, if you don't know what this means, stands for search engine optimization. I am not a genius on this. I only know what I know from doing things wrong. So that's, and I'm a big believer of there's no such thing as failure. It's experience, right? That's all it is experience. So if I hadn't done things wrong, I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have in my back pocket that I do have. I cannot take what I know and go work for an SEO company by any means, but I can definitely steer myself in the right direction, and I do know the do's and don'ts to some degree. So when you build a website, your website has pictures and images, and all that stuff has to have descriptions to it. They're called tags and meta tags, and they really need to be service specific, location specific. You can Google how to do this, or you can hire someone to do this for you. And I do not recommend, when you're first starting out, to hire a big company. They will take your money, honey. They will. Hire somebody that is like a person that has their own private business, just like you, and they're going to do everything. If you hire a big company and they like, this person does this person does that, this person does this over here, and it takes like 2 freaking weeks to get back to you to change one stupid picture. That is not what you want. You want somebody that you can call up and be like, hey, I put a picture up. Can you pop a description on there for me? And this is what it's about. You need somebody like that. Because this is how people find you. If you don't do this stuff to your site, people can't find you. You can't make money. And so you want organic traffic, you want natural organic traffic, but it's going to take a long time. And the only way that builds is reviews, which is why it's so important to get a review from every single person that comes through your door. But also eventually you really are going to switch over to Google Ads, but you can't do that until you have a nice website and have it set up appropriately and have the pages set up correctly. Otherwise, you're going to waste your money, and you need somebody to do that for you. Don't go doing your own Google ads without research, or don't do that. It's difficult when you're just starting out. So these are the things that I can come up with. Make sure your images are of good quality. My biggest number one is find a mentor. I've done flyers. Flyers work for things like my tarot classes and Reiki certifications, things like that. I can drop them off at a metaphysical store and I got a full class. No big deal. But flyers and stuff like that, Chamber of Commerce, whatever, womp womp. No, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I've never heard anybody say, yeah, my business is booming thanks to the Chamber of Commerce. Sorry out there if I'm like upsetting anybody with that, but I've never heard that. Because think about it, when you want a massage, what do? Do you call your Chamber of Commerce? No. What do? You get on Google, massage near me. Or if you're on Facebook and you're scrolling and you see an ad come up, right? They found you by accident, but they need you, right? Those are the reasons I say start with those things, Facebook ads. Start with your friends. Just get out there. Just tell people you're out there. You have to switch your energy up, by the way. If you don't take yourself seriously and you don't switch up that energy, because the universe gives you back what you put out. Okay, so I am a coach, not a business coach, but I am a coach, like a spiritual coach, energetic coach, all that. Anyways, that's one of the reasons why you have to start looking at yourself differently and answering the phone. This is Megan, how can I help you? This is Charlie, how can I help you? And helping yourself in that way and getting your mindset right, because the universe tells you, like, you tell the universe what you want to experience, whether you like it or not. If they could be your fears, guess what? The universe thinks that you need to experience that to get over it. It's going to send you a fear. If you're happy and exhilarated, guess what? The universe is like, yeah, that's what she wants. Let's give her that. So you gotta be, you gotta check yourself every now and then and make sure you're putting out what you want back. So shift your energy into business mode. Oh, one of the other things, personal Facebook pages, personal social media. I break this rule, I ain't gonna lie. But your profile pictures. People are nosy. When they find you on Facebook and stuff like that, you're a real person, they're gonna Google you. They're gonna look you up on Facebook and stuff like that. Make sure your profile picture is decent and it's not something stupid and it's not something where you're in like sweatpants and like peace sign and like, no, look professional. You don't have to look like in a business suit or whatever, but look decent. Don't look like you're like eating cupcakes and stuff with your kid. Like, I don't, just be aware that people are going to see that and be like, oh, that's the person that's going to touch me tomorrow. I don't know about that. You're going to have to be careful what you put on social media as far as political stuff or whatever. If you, unless you keep everything super, super private. If you keep everything super private, fine. But when you become a business owner, it's really hard to keep them separate and somebody will find something. So just keep in mind when you post stuff, people are going to see it and like you're going to have your personal and your business blurred all the time. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else that I wish I would have known, done? Number one thing that helped me the best was getting, I got a mentor, I got a coach that helped me learn how to do ads and stuff like that. That's what got people into my business. And then just following up with my people. And I do offer memberships. I know you probably don't want to hear this as a single massage therapist, but memberships are awesome. You know that person's coming back every single month. You can make it use it or lose it. You could have it roll over, whatever you need to do. It's up to you. But people like memberships and you can count on it because it's revenue that's counted on, like you know it's coming in. So give them a 30-day notice to cancel. But at least you know it's there. You don't have to wonder if that person's coming back. So that's all I have to offer now. Again, I'm not, I'm not like the best business person in the world, but everything that I've done has got me to where I'm at. And so, I started off, I left nursing and I opened up in an little office park, and I rented out 2 rooms, which it didn't go well because nobody really wants to put their big girl panties on, and there's drama and stuff like that. So I realized at that point that I would have employees after that. I would never rent rooms to people again. So I went from that to owning a yoga studio. I opened a yoga studio up in COVID. And then not long after I opened a yoga studio, about a year out, I was like, I'm gonna go big or go home, and I opened up a storefront. So the name of my place is Body Soul Spa and Boutique. Full transparency. Again, I'm a small business owner. I'm not rich by any means, but I am at the point where I don't go to work every day. I work in the business, I work on the business, not in the business. It's taken a minute to pull myself out, but I can do that. I've pulled myself out, and I have people do things for me. I have an office manager, so I have a long way to go, but the things that I've done has got me to where I'm at. And, I'm still learning. The more I learn, the more I share, I promise. The reason I'm out here like this, looking like this, is I did have surgery last week, so this is the best that you're gonna get of me for right now. So if you see me like swaying back and forth a little bit, I'm in pain. So, but I wanted to offer something back to all those massage therapists out there that are like, what do I do? This is what I want. This is what I need. Where do I start? And this is just the best advice that I can give. And, talk to other people, get in those Facebook groups, right? Hopefully other business owners out there maybe they'll do the same, right? Because I don't know everything. Maybe they will come on here and post their own video or drop in their own stuff. But this is why I did a video and not like little tidbits and stuff, because there's just way too much. And I just wanted to give some free advice. So I hope you guys got something positive out of this. Leave some comments or something, things you like, things you didn't like, whatever. I'm open to feedback, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.